Welcome back, guys, to more New York Jets football franchise here in Madden 26. If you missed last episode, not much really happened in terms of games. It was really just we got blown out in both of the games. The Dolphins game looks not too terrible, but still losing by 17 in the NFL is a decent margin. We got blown out by the Falcons. We're hoping to not get blown out in today's episode. We got the Jaguars on the road, and then we got the Saints in Week 16. So we have two more episodes of this regular season, and then we'll finally head into the off season where it'll just be one long off season video. But we'll start off today. We got nothing really else to do besides weekly strategy, and then jumping into this Jaguars game. My sort of plan for these next two episodes is kind of mainly focus on the draft and the prospects and like players I want to re-sign and kind of like my plans going into the draft because we're sitting at 5-8, not a great record. We're currently the 13th seed in the AFC. If you look at the Patriots are the last team in at the 7th seed. They are 8-5, so we are 3 games behind making the playoffs, and the Patriots would have to lose out. So it's looking like I'm pretty sure we're probably mathematically eliminated from making the playoffs. So, these next 4 weeks, we might start some guys that, are in contract years, maybe see if we can re-sign guys or start some younger guys at some positions. But today, we're going to focus here on this Jaguars and Saints games. We'll do some scout or we'll look at some prospects. But, we'll do quickly strategy here real quick. We have one upgrade, and it is for Jamie Sherwood, our starting Mike linebacker. He's got pretty good play rec. His block shedding, though, is not very good. I probably would want to get that up here. So we're going to go run stopper here for Jamie Sherwood. He gets +1 block shedding and +4 play recognition. That's pretty good. He is currently our only starting linebacker under contract. Kaiser White, who plays. Not a starter. It's mainly Sherwood and Quincy Williams. But Quincy Williams is also a free agent. I am thinking about re-signing some guys here, but a lot of these guys just don't have any interest in coming back. There's some players that I would want to bring back that don't really have any interest. Like a player I want to bring back is probably Andre Cisco, because if we don't re-sign him, we're going to be losing both of our starting safeties, and I really don't want to replace 2 starting safeties. I'd rather keep one of them and then maybe find one through the draft, or I wouldn't be mind starting Malachi Moore next season, but I'm leaning towards trying to re-sign Cisco, but he doesn't have any interest. He wants no income tax. We can't give it to him. Everything else, we're close to his home. We're a big market, so this could be like an overpaying 3-year deal. I wouldn't mind giving him that. And we have over $100 million in cap, so we can kind of overpay for a little bit of these guys. Brian Bresee is one of those players that I would like to re-sign, maybe not to a long-term deal, maybe like a 1-year prove it, see if he can actually make an impact on his team. Because he is only 23, right? He can still become a pretty good player for us. I just want to make sure that he would actually produce instead of signing him to a multi-year deal. Quincy Williams is been our best linebacker, I would say. The thing is, he's 29 years old, which is, he's going to start to regress this offseason. 3-year deal, I wouldn't mind a two or 1-year deal. I don't want him signing to 3 years and him being like a low 70s player, paying him like $8 million. So I'm not sure about that. John Simpson, this guy's been terrible all season. I want to get rid of him. Lazard, I wouldn't mind bringing back, but again, he doesn't want to be back. There's a lot of guys I want to bring back that I don't think want to come back. Looking at the playoff picture with 4 more weeks remaining in the season, this is what it is looking like. We have 3 teams in our division: the Dolphins, Patriots, and Bills, all currently in the playoff picture. Surprisingly, it's the Raiders and the Cardinals at the 1 seed in the respective conference. You got the Lions 7 seed. You got the Bears in the playoffs currently. You got no Bengals in the playoffs. You got no Ravens in the playoffs right now. So it's looking like it's kind of a weird season this year. Not a lot of the top teams are. The Kansas City Chiefs are pretty good. They're 9-4, but the Raiders are also pretty good, 10-3. So also on the right side here, we have some top stories for the draft. We have Stanford quarterback Jeff Peterson now has the most passing yards in Stanford history. You got Wayne Hall. His stock is dropping. Struggled in his college bowl game. If I could speak, Jesus. Quarterback could be a position we draft. I think it would only be a position we address if we have the top pick and we can get the top quarterback, which is Rashad Roten from Kansas State. I added more guys onto our board here. We have a total of 60 guys. I just added some day three undrafted guys that I found. We'll go over some of these guys after the game, but I just kind of want to tell you guys that it's going to be more draft class focused next two episodes because, we're probably just going to look forward to the draft, free agency. We'll see what happens in free agency, but a lot of guys on the draft board. So we'll jump into this game against the Jaguars on the road. The Jaguars aren't very good. They're also sitting at 5-8. They have the 10th best rush defense. Their defense is actually pretty good. 11th ranked scoring defense, 12th best pass defense. Offense is kind of struggling, but we'll look to hopefully end our 2-game losing streak on the road against the Jaguars. Gotta do the daily recap. Everybody's favorite show here on the channel. It's the daily recap. See what happened around the league in the NFL. Checking in on our matchup. We'll go over it. We got blown out. It wasn't really close. We couldn't stop the Dolphins' passing attack. Offense couldn't get anything going. Yeah, it was a really bad game. Fields 10 of 24. Tua had 247 yards and 3 touchdowns, which is Tua in real life looked terrible against the Colts. That's all I'm going to say. I am feeling this after week 1. But we got the Bears versus the Packers. In this universe, Packers don't trade for Michael Parsons. As you see, they go a little trickery there to DeAndre Swift. Bears win that one in a low-scoring affair, 17-9 against Jordan Love and the Packers. No quarterback had over 150 passing yards, so defensive battle there in Green Bay. Obviously, it's cold because we're probably in winter territory. We got an AFC North matchup, Steelers versus the Ravens. You see Rodgers, tight end screen to Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth runs over Roquan Smith, gets in the end zone. Steelers take this one 23-20. Both teams sitting at 7-6. That is your weekly recap. All right, here we are in Everbank Stadium in the beautiful, weird state of Jacksonville, Florida. Or the beautiful, weird state of Florida. A lot of weird stuff happens in Florida, Florida men. But we're going to be facing some men in Florida against the Jacksonville Jaguars here on the road. Both teams sitting at 5-8. We're currently on a 2-game losing skid. 1-3 in our last 4 games. So we're looking to get back in the winning column. The Jaguars also sitting 5-8, trying to get back in the winning column as well with first-year head coach Liam Cohn. As we will kick off here to start Week 15 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, they'll start at the 23rd. Here steps out former number 1 overall pick Trevor Lawrence on the season. 12 touchdowns, 7 picks. Not a great season. You'd probably want your number 1 overall pick quarterback and one of the higher paid quarterbacks in the league to perform a little bit better. We'll see as they hand it off to Tank Bigsby up the middle of the field for the first play of scrimmage. Gets them 9 yards. And off Bigsby, he is going to get the first down. It's 3rd down and 1. They got no receivers out on the field. All tight ends. 3rd and 1. Trevor Lawrence cannot get it. They're going to mark him inches short. They're on 3rd and 1, and there's an injury to starting guard Ezra Cleveland. Will go down. His helmet is all silver now. Cool. That's a quick 3rd down for us. See what we can do here. 3rd and 8. Quick outside. That's picked off. Yeah, that's just thrown way too late. We either gotta try to scramble there or just take the sack. But yeah, that was thrown way too late. Intended for Garrett Wilson, picked off by Jordan Lewis. So we gotta get it together. They're gonna have Hunter now on offense. Go backwards 2 yards. Jermaine Johnson makes the nice play in the backfield. And it 20-second clock runoff. That's just for next season, though. This season, you know, since we're almost done with this season, we might as well just stick with it as Travis Hunter gets the first down. All right, now it's 3rd and goal from the 5. Can the defense make a goal line stand? Trevor's got time, lofts it to the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown, but there is a flag. We'll see what it is. And it's going to be roughing the passer on the defense. Touchdown will stand. Or they're going to say he didn't get his feet in bounds. All right, so now they get a new set of downs here from the 3-yard line. Dude, it's not like he's like bumping into him a little bit. Play action, wide open. Receiver for the touchdown. It's Hunter Long in the end zone. Yeah, I mean there's nobody on him. Where's our guys? Jacksonville will get the first points on the board. 7-0. Okay, audio's back. All right. 2nd and 10, rush. I hear Brees Hall to the outside, trying to get chased down by Travis Hunter. Is eventually brought down after 21 yards. It's the league's leading rusher, Brees Hall, getting his first carry here. Yeah, we got to rely more on Brees Hall. I think we're passing it a little bit too much. So the handoff, Brees Hall tries to cut it back up the middle, gains nothing. Underneath, Xavier Gibson gets the first down. Usually a returner makes a nice catch there for the first. All right, Braylon Allen comes in for a play, breaks the tackle attempt. Gets 9 yards there for his first carry of the game. One handoff, Brees Hall breaks the tackle, but is dropped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 4. It was met by Trayvon Walker. Eric Armstead finishes the play. Now we face a 3rd down and 5. We're in motion, Brees Hall outside. What can we do? We're going to fire over the middle. Mason Taylor incomplete, but there's a flag on the field. And it's going to be another roughing the passer, this time on the Jaguars. And that's going to give us a first down at the 16. It's not like he's okay, I don't. Maybe there's, with the new update, I don't know what's going on, dude. 1st and 10, toss left side. That was a big mistake. Josh Hines Allen all over that loss of 6. It's now 3rd down and 16 after the incomplete pass. It's a pass to Brees Hall. Brees Hall will try his best, but will go nowhere. There is another injury out for the Jaguars. It's the veteran Eric Armstead. We'll go down. That'll stop the clock. 4th and 11. And we're on to kick a field goal here. Harrison Mevis. Mevis's kick is up. It is good. We get on the board. Not a touchdown, but, you know, we'll take the field. I don't know how number 2 thought he was going to block that. Field goes good. Down by 4. 1st and 1, Lawrence over the middle to Brian Thomas, 2nd-year receiver from LSU, makes the grab, and the Jaguars get a nice gain of 22 on 1st down. And off Bigsby outside, good blocks from the Jaguars. Bigsby breaks a tackle, Bigsby breaks another tackle. Tank Bigsby will go all the way. How the fuck does he score on that play? What is happening? Jesus Christ. Couldn't bring him down. Broken tackle, 2 broken tackles. Struck our... Tony Adams couldn't make the tackle. Runs over Sauce Gardner. Tony Adams, if you want to get resigned, you got to make the fucking tackle, dude. This is probably why we're not resigning him. Jesus Christ. All right, that's the end of the first quarter. After the miracle touchdown from Tank Bigsby, Jaguars up 14-3 going into the second quarter. Our update on the QB rush yards. Fields, Lamar has closed in on that. He only has 11 more yards than the next guy. I don't know why they update us on that every time. Probably because he's leading the league, but it's get some new stats. First and 10. We're going to start with the give here to Breece Hall. Some good blocking from Garrett Wilson there. 10 play action. Fields is pressured and brought down by Darnell Savage. Jesus Christ. 3rd and 13. What can we do? Fields is going to roll out. Fields doesn't have the speed. Lost. I meant to throw that out of bounds. At least that's incomplete. I meant to press. But when I tried to press the throwaway button, I accidentally pressed X. That's going to be complete. 4th and 13. That's going to be a punt. Here comes that Tank Bigsby. He's got 5 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Ding dong, ding dong. 3rd down and 3 for Trevor Lawrence. Underneath to the wide open Diami Brown. Former Washington Commander gets the first. 1st and 10 handoff. Bigsby, he's got great blocks. Dude, Jesus Christ. Where is our run defense? RPO, Travis Hunter gets outside, gets the first down. Good blocking, Brian Thomas. 3rd and 5. Can our defense finally get a stop here? Slant drop by Brian Thomas. That is a lucky drop there. Why is the game freezing, dude? It's fucking offline franchise. 4th and 5. They're going to kick the field goal. Cam Little's kick is good. Jaguars extend the lead to 14. Two straight gives. Breece Hall, he's got some good blocks. 1st down. Breece Hall moves the chains. It's 3rd and 12 now. Can we convert? 3rd and 12. Fields is going to step up. Fields is going to slide for 8 there. 4th and 4, we got to go for it. We got to get something going on offense. Can we convert? Garrett Wilson drops the ball. That's turnover on downs. Dude, I don't know what to do, bro. Well, how difficult it is. 2nd and 7, Lawrence underneath to Tank Bigsby. Tackled in bounds. 1st and 10, outside, Diami Brown is wide open, and they're going to score. Dude, what the fuck is going on with this defense? Diami Brown in zone coverage just gets that. What are we doing in the secondary? Just to where he's getting this open. And Breece Hall is not going to get the ball because we're going to be down by a million fucking points at halftime every day. Less than a minute left. We gotta try to score here underneath to Breece Hall. Breece Hall just stuck out of bounds. All right, 2nd and 4. Quick pass to Jeremy Ruckert. Gets the 1st down. We're gonna go hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. 2nd and 8. Fields is pressured and hit incomplete. 3rd down and 8 here. We're going to hit Zach Kuntz. 3rd string tight end ducks out of bounds. 1st and 10 now from the 25. Outside Braylon Allen. Stiff arms. Out of bounds. I think we try to take a shot to the end zone here with 6 seconds left. At least try, dude, because we need something going our way right now. Taking down. Alan Lazard is open. Incomplete. Darnell Savage breaks on that ball, and that's going to be incomplete. And we're gonna kick the field goal. We have to get points here. As Mevis's kick is up, it is good. At least to get points for halftime. Jaguars are still up big, up 24-6, going into halftime. I just don't know. The offense we're not really doing much on offense. Defense can't stop anybody. But we'll check out the halftime report going around the league. We got the 4-9 Atlanta Falcons versus the 7-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You see Baker Mayfield fired to the back of the end zone, caught for the touchdown Buccaneers win this one 19-14. Baker Mayfield beats Kirk Cousins. I don't know why they're still selling Michael Penix. He hasn't played in like weeks. We got the 10-3 Cardinals on the road against the 7-6 Houston Texans. Stroud hands it off to Joe Mixon, stiff arms a Cardinals defender, and is untouched in the end zone. Cardinals, however, lead this one 14-13 at the halftime. And then we got the Baltimore Ravens at the 6-7 Cincinnati Bengals. I hate that I just did that. We see Lamar Jackson's got time, rolls left, wide open lane to the end zone. The Ravens are up 24-14 over the Cincinnati Bengals there at halftime. That's pretty accurate, actually. Can't tackle. And there's the playoff picture. You got the Broncos, Texans, Ravens on the outside looking in. You got the Titans in there. Division leaders or so. So that's the playoff picture. We are not going to make the playoffs the way this game's been going, and we probably weren't going to no matter what happens in this game. We look at the stats. Trevor Lawrence is thrown only 2 incompletions, has 2 touchdowns. Tank Bigsby's been our biggest problem for some reason. But we're going to have to play a near flawless second half if we want to come back and win this game. 1st and 10, handoff. Breece Hall will get stuffed in the backfield. Loss of 3. But it's 3rd down and 11. On this opening drive here, we hit our best receiver, Garrett Wilson, who will drop the ball. Dude, come on. You gotta make the tough fucking catches there. If you looked at just the straight stats, it's because the quarters are short. Jesus Christ, because the quarters are short and teams just don't really run the ball that much when you play the games. But the Jaguars are sure running the ball today. They were running all over this team. It's now 3rd down and 2. Can the defense get a stop to start the second half? Nope, underneath. Oh my God, Michael Carter, I'm benching him. He's getting benched the rest of the season. He's not playing another snap. All right, it's 3rd down and 11. Can the defense get a stop here? On 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Trevor Lawrence wide open is Brian Thomas. How is he that wide open? And it's another fucking roughing the passer. Jesus Christ, dude. I guarantee you he just tapped his shoulder. Jesus Christ. Now they got extra field position, 2nd and goal. Play action underneath, open. Brenton Strange breaks 2 fucking tackles. Yeah. Oh my God. Nothing's going our way these last 3 weeks. And I'm not doing bad on purpose so we can get a higher pick. It's genuinely just the Jesus Christ. Tony Adams can't make the tackle. Jesus. Oh, that's picked off. That's right, so I'm expecting him to settle down like it. Oh my God, dude. 1st and 10, screen. Preshawn Tuden breaks the tackle. Just don't even show. We only show highlights. This is absolutely brutal. We can't cover anybody.
At the 15-yard line.
And off. Can we make the fucking tackle? Hello? If he would have got a touchdown, genuinely would have just sent the rest of this game. I'm not playing with this bullshit. And the Jaguars are just going to settle for a field goal. 10, Lazard is open, throws a little behind him, but he's got the big play. 1st down. That's the biggest play of the game for us. Short outside, Mason Taylor's got the catch inside the 5-yard line. The 3. Fields to Garrett Wilson. We gotta fucking catch the ball through contact. All right, it's 3rd goal from the 3. We got Mason Taylor who holds on to the ball. Touchdown, Jets. That's our first score of the day. It's to the rookie tight end, Mason Taylor. Comeback starts now, baby. That is the end of the third quarter. We're going to the fourth quarter. We are down by 21. We need an absolute miracle if we want a chance to win this game, but the way it's been going, I don't know if I believe in miracles. I think we're gonna try our best, dude. We're gonna try to come back, but we'll see how it goes.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Lawrence has an open. Tony Adams takes a terrible angle. Tony Adams, you're getting cut. You're not making the team next year. You're not gonna be on the team next year. What the fuck? Kind of an angle is that? I hit Trevor Lawrence like that's on me, but it doesn't matter because we allowed a fucking touchdown. Tony Adams is out for the game too. He's not playing another snap the rest of the season. Alright, we get the backups in. There goes Braylon Allen! That's his biggest rush of the season. Gets us into Jaguar territory. Good play there from the backups. 28. There's no way we're going to win this game, and down goes Tyrod Taylor. Sacked on first down. Jesus Christ, what is going on with this offensive line, bro? Tyrod is sacked. Yeah, I mean, what happens when you have the backup tired team and they still have their starters in? We're going to get beat. Hey, our backup defense held into a field goal. And a near block, but that kick is good. It's 44-13. Over the middle, and we're sacked. I mean, there's no point of even playing there. Dude. They rushed 3, and they got there like they were rushing 6. Gotta throw it up. Rucker, what a catch! Oh my god, a complete Hail Mary completes it. That's unbelievable. Jeremy Rucker, he's made a lot of those. He's made one of those ridiculous catches. I remember that against the Ravens, I think. First and 10. Underneath to the rookie Arian Smith. Gain of 10. Fourth and goal from the 6. We are going to go for it here. Might as well try. Tyrod outside. Malachi Corley holds on. Touchdown, Jets. Although this game is over, we gotta at least make the game look like it was a respectable somewhat. Tyrod delivers a nice ball there to Malachi Corley, who drags that right foot as a left foot in bounds. That should stand. All right, that concludes week 15. We get blown out again. 3 straight blowouts. Not good. I mean, starting defense was just atrocious. Getting beat by fucking Brenton Strange and Tank Bigsby. But backups at least scored. Braylon Allen had some nice runs. Malachi Corley made a nice catch in the end zone. That's about all good I can say about what happened today. The backups at least scored. All right, we'll check out the stats. They're not pretty. Justin Fields, 14 of 27, 127 yards. Touchdown, 2 picks. Tyrod Taylor came into the game in that fourth quarter, went 4 of 7, 54 yards and a touchdown. Rushing-wise, Breece Hall. I mean, we could run the ball, but, you know, it's really hard to run the ball when your defense is allowing touchdowns after touchdowns every time. So you didn't really get that many attempts. Yards per carry, though, was still pretty good. Had 2 20-plus yard carries. But it was Braylon Allen who had the most rushing yards on only 5 attempts, broke 3 tackles. Justin Fields, 3 carries, 12 yards. Receiving-wise, Breece Hall, 3 catches, 15. 3 catches, 41 for Allen Lazard. A lot of guys caught the ball. Mason Taylor, 2 catches, 15 and a touchdown. Jimmy Ruckert with that big catch. Finished with 2 catches, 44 yards. Malachi Corley had a touchdown. Yeah, that was a lot. Okay, we had 5 drops this game. 5 drops. A lot of drops. Ten different guys caught the ball today. That might be a record. That's a lot of guys caught the ball. Sacks. Sack allowed from Carter Warren and Chukwuma Okorafor. I mean, they're both backups going against Josh Josh Hines Allen and then Trayvon Walker. So tackles, 8 tackles from Jerry Sherwood. TFLs, 2 for Jermaine Johnson and Kaiser White. Tyler Barron, Quinton Williams, Brian Brzee, Jaden Sherwood had 1. No sacks, no interceptions. Had 1 pass deflection, no forced fumbles. Mevis made both of his field goals. McNamara averaged 45 yards per punt. That's about it. Man, this last 3 weeks have been absolute atrocity. All right, coming out of the game, we have 1 upgrade. It is for tight end Mason Taylor. He had a touchdown today, so I mean, only 2 catches, but you know what? We'll just go possession for Mason Taylor. That's going to get him to a 76 overall. He'll get +3 catching traffic, +1 medium, and +1 release. All right, then we have the final game of the episode, the 5-9 New Orleans Saints. It's another road game. Hopefully, we won't get blown out this time. The Saints defense isn't terrible. It's about average. It's an average defense. Their offense, though, is not very good. They have the second worst passing offense. We have the worst. So, there's something they're better at us than on offense. All right, we're gonna start looking at the draft because we're 5-9, dude. We got to start looking to different things, and it's starting to look like it's gonna be draft time here pretty soon. We got a bunch of guys here on our board here, so that's cool. We focus scouted Cooper Barton, if you remember last episode. As you see his key ratings, he has C block, shed C, power move, C tackle. He's got A finesse moves. He's a D tackle he could use. He's got great to elite speed, great to good strength. He's a pretty good athlete. But he seems to be a finesse rusher for sure, and that's about it. He's kind of like a one-trick guy. Alejandro Ruiz was another guy we focus scouted because he's 6'8". This guy is a monster. He's got A catching traffic, A to B catching, F deep, C release. He's not very fast, but he's got great to good strength. His jumping is great to good. He's got B short, A spec, A catching traffic, A release, A medium, B awareness. He could have A to B catching. This is a very intriguing guy. And then another guy we focus scouted was Johnny Porter. Here he's got B catching, B man, A press, B zone. He looks pretty good. He's only 6'1", he's only 20. He's 6'1", 186. He's a good athlete, not a great athlete, but he's a good athlete he's a decent athlete for a corner. He looks pretty good. Somebody who we could maybe target with our first round pick. We will need corner badly, especially how these last few weeks have gone. We get some true talent reveals. We got Sam linebacker, funny enough, Sam Parks from Oregon. B block, shed A to B pursuit, A tackle, B zone. We could look to address linebacker. He's got great to elite speed, great to good jumping, acceleration, solid to good. He's a pretty good athlete. He's got A awareness, B block shed, B hit power, B zone, A tackle. He looks like he could be a pretty good linebacker, true round 1 talent. Another guy to have his full talent revealed, Howie Webster, another Sam linebacker. He's round 2 of the projection. Round 1 to 2 talent. He's got B block shedding, A pursuit, A tackle, B zone. He's not as good as an athlete as the Sam Parks, but he's still a decent athlete. He's got A player, A pursuit. He looks pretty good. Like I said, we could use linebacker. 2 of our starting linebackers are studying to be free agents after this season. I'll go over some of the guys, the late gems, these day 3 guys, undrafted guys that look pretty good. Starting with Jaquez Covington. He's a right. We could use guard, especially if we don't resign John Simpson there. But this guy, Jaquez Covington, he's an undrafted talent. He's 6'5", 332 from Utah. May not be the strongest guy, but he's actually got some decent speed. His skills, though, he looks like he could be pretty good for an undrafted guy. He's got A awareness, A to C lead block, B pass block power. Definitely a strong power blocker. See, that's his archetype. He's somebody who in the undrafted pool looks pretty good. Another guy who looks pretty good in the undrafted pool is Garrett Watts, wide receiver here out of University of South Florida. He's 6'3", 225. He's got B catching, B release. We could use wide receiver. He's not an amazing athlete, but he's a good, decent athlete. He's not gonna wow you with his athletic ability. But we just saw he's got B catching and B release in the undrafted area, so he could be somebody we could target sixth, seventh round, maybe sign after the draft. Another player in the undrafted is T.J. Bryant. He is a 6'3", 334 nose tackle from Florida. He's got B block shedding, B finesse, C power moves, which is looks pretty good for a projected undrafted. And he's got great to good speed, great to good strength. This guy could have like 70 speed at 6'3", 334. This guy could be an absolute monster. He's somebody we could definitely target. Could be a there's like a in these draft classes there's D tackles that go in the late third or the late draft that end up being pretty good. He could be somebody who we go after. I think we found ourselves a generational, maybe not generational, but a really good kicker in Matthew Ross. Yeah, Mevis has been decent, but this guy has a kick accuracy and elite to great kick power. This could be a generational kicker, which means superstar dev in high 70s. This guy could be an absolute monster automatic guy for us if we end up drafting him. And Mevis is a free agent, mind you not, so that wouldn't be a bad idea to look Matthew Ross's way. All right, we're just gonna go out over some guys that I like that I think could be guys we could target. Mitch Pierce is another one of those guys, a slot receiver for Washington State. He's got A catching traffic, A catching, looks pretty good, great to good speed. He's a good athlete. We don't know much about him, but he's definitely a player we could take a flyer on with our sixth round pick. With our sixth round pick, I think we have multiple sixth, right? I think so. That's somebody who we could definitely target there. Another nose tackle, Quentin Winters from USC. He's got B block shedding, B finesse, B tackle. Another guy who looks pretty athletic for his size, great to good speed, good to solid strength, A play recognition. He looks like another guy. This is a very good D tackle class, and we could use D tackle. I mean, yeah, we have Quentin Williams, but we need somebody beside Quentin Williams. We can't just only have Quentin Williams at D tackle and expect to, just be fine with it. We're gonna have to get him some help. Another lineman we're looking at here in day three, Matt Stanley, 6'6", 334 from Tennessee, B awareness, A impact. Don't really know his blocking, but he's got great to elite strength, good to solid speed. There's some late round gems in this draft that could end up being day one starters for us if they end up having good overalls. So that could maybe lead us to trading away players for late picks or trading down and grabbing some more late picks. But there's some good players in this draft late in the draft. But there's another day three guy looking at here, Eric Torres. He's a vertical threat, but he's got a run block. This guy could be. I'm not looking to draft a tight end, but if a tight end's available that looks pretty good, fifth, sixth round, Eric Torres looks pretty good. There's a lot of decent tight ends late day three, but this guy looks pretty good. With having a run block, good to solid speed. Usually guys that have good run block are slow and are blockers. This guy, may not be the fastest guy, but and he can also catch the ball, with B deep route, C pass block. He could be a nice player that we pick up. All right, in a day 3-4 talent or projection quarterback, Marcus Landry. Now we do have Fields, but he's only on a 2-year deal. We have him for this year and next year, and that's it. But he's got B throw under pressure, C deep accuracy. He may not look like the best quarterback accuracy wise, but he's got good to solid speed, great to elite strength. Day 3-4 guy, this could be a developmental, maybe future starter at quarterback from Central Arkansas of all places, by the way. Um, his speed isn't the best, but he's got if he can have great to elite throw power and he can kind of run out of the pocket, maybe like high 70s, low 80s speed, this could be a very good developmental guy that we could take round 3 or 4. He's only 21, so he could be a nice player we could look for in the draft. Checking in on the weekly recap after going over some draft prospects. We'll go over some more, but for now, we're just going to go after some of the late guys. All right, going to the first game of the recap. We got the Dolphins at the Steelers. The 9-4 Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers is apparently left-handed now, and Jalen Warren is Odell. Okay, what are these generated plays, dude? As the Steelers win this one 27-10 over the Dolphins. He's doing that. I don't know what that celebration is. We have the 10-3 current number 1 seed in the AFC Las Vegas Raiders going against the defending champ Super Bowl winners Eagles. See the nice play there to Devontae. Is that Devontae Smith? That's not Devontae Smith. I don't know who that is. But Jalen Hurts outduels Geno Smith, beats the Raiders 31-21. Who is that? Jahan Dotson. Wow. All right, that's it for the weekly recap. All right, and good news out of training, there is no injuries, so that's cool. We've been lucky these last few weeks with no injuries, but it doesn't really seem to matter because we're getting our asses kicked every week. But we do have an upgrade for some of our players, and it's just Azariah Thomas here. He's good. I want to get on the field, but 86 speed is just super slow for a corner. I don't know how we would get that up. I think he's got pretty good zone, pretty good press. Let's get his man coverage up. Let's go man to man. He's going to play a lot more of these next 3 games because, Michael Carter's been terrible. We need to see what we have there in Thomas. We got +3 to man, +2 to tackling. So there we go. All right, final game of the episode is against the Saints here on the road in the Caesar Superdome. This was my franchise team last year, but I didn't even get through the first season, so we've already made it farther in this franchise than we did the Saints. But we are sitting 5-9. The Saints are also sitting 5-9. So pretty evenly matched teams. Kellen Moore in his first year isn't doing too bad with the Saints team. I mean, I don't think the Saints are going to be very good in real life. Probably less than 7 wins, I would guess, for the Saints in real life. But we will kick it off to start this game here in Week 16. All right, here steps out Spencer Rattler. Look at his season stats. 64% completion percentage, 14 touchdowns to 9 picks. A little bit. I don't know. First play of the day is a swing pass to Kamara. Loses 3 yards. Tackled by Kaiser White for the loss of 3. And now we face 3rd and 6 for our defense. Defense last week was pitiful against the Jaguars. How will they fare against the Saints? Rattler rolls right, overthrows Taysom Hill, incomplete. Defense forces a 3 and out. A 3 and out. I don't think that's happened since week 6 or something. Jesus. All right, here steps at our offense. Last week, starting offense couldn't really do much. But, again, defense wasn't getting stops. We'll start this game with a run to Breece Hall. Jukes! Oh, made a miss. That would have been house call. Still gains a nice gain of 13 on first down. 10 stretch. Breece Hall. Nice blocks. Breece Hall. 2 straight rushes. 2 straight first downs for the league's leading rusher to kick off this game. Now we go play action. Will this work? Fields over the middle to Mason Taylor, the rookie, makes the grab. Gets us in the same territory. His first pass goes for 25 yards. And we're already deep in Saints territory after just 3 plays. 2nd and 9. Play action. Fields rolling right. Fields sets his feet. Throws. It's picked off. I tried stopping and he just... Jesus Christ. And there goes that great drive. Can't have anything good. I swear to God, I stopped and threw the ball from the 5. And off Alvin Kamara breaks that one for 10 yards. Gives him more breathing room. I don't know what throwing meter to use. Oh my gosh, outside Jawan Johnson. Nobody's on him. Breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle. Oh my God. Why was there nobody on him? Alright, it's a screen to Alvin Kamara. We're getting out there with Derek Nottie. Look at that. The big man from the defensive line makes the play on the screen. Loss of 3, and that's going to make it 3rd and long for the Saints offense. Can our defense get another stop? Here's they're going to motion Kamara out right. 3rd and 12. Rattler's got time underneath Kamara. Tackled immediately by Jamie and Sherwood. And that's going to end up being a punt for the Saints. All right, defense stepping up. Backup will check in the game. Braylon Allen gets a nice carry there for 10. 2nd and 4, play action. The rookie, Arian Smith, is wide open for the first down. And down goes Elijah Vera Tucker. He's been our best lineman this season. 10, toss. Brees Hall gets outside. Good blocking by Alan Lazard. Brees Hall makes a man. Can't make Justin Reed miss, but gets the first down. He's nearing 50 yards already. Strained forearm. Tape your wrist up. Get your ass back out there. 1st and 10. Yep. Dude. You can't run a read option in this game. They're always go with the quarterback. Loss of 4. 14. Underneath. Xavier Gibson takes a shot from the Mario Davis. Holds on. Motion Brees Hall. Fields. That's picked. Oh my God. Jesus, what the hell is God? I just can't pass the ball. We just gotta run it. And there goes Alvin Kamara. The first. Rattler is going to try to run, and he's brought down by the veteran Derek Nottie. Gets him with a loss of 3 on 2nd down. Now the Saints will face another 3rd and long. Come on, baby. They're going empty backfield. 3rd and 13. Wide open Brandon Cooks. Oh my God. Touchdown Saints. Xavier Gibson will return. Nice block. Xavier Gibson! Finally, he takes one back. Oh my gosh, don't chase him down. Xavier Gibson. Kick return touchdown for Xavier Gibson. He's been having glimpses of the end zone on these kick returns. Finally takes one to the house. And it's a huge one. That will tie this all up. Maybe we don't need to score on offense. Xavier Gibson, he's had moments where it looked like it could have been a touchdown. Finally takes one to the house. Was chased down by Jonas Sanker. Just fast enough. And we're going to tie the game up just like that. Pending this Mevis extra point. That is right down the middle. We've tied it at 7 apiece. That is huge. That is huge for us right there. Revenge game for him. He's cut by the Saints. Launches it downfield towards Olave. Incomplete. Great coverage by Brandon Stevens. 3rd down and 8 for the Saints. Rattler drops back. Rattler's going to attempt to roll and is brought down by the former Saint. Brian Brissy makes a play. It is revenge game. Brings down his former teammate Rattler on 3rd down. That's going to be a 4th down punt for the Saints. All right, your rushing yards leader, it is Brees Hall in first, Saquon, then Derrick Henry. 2nd and 4. Handoff, Brees Hall. Nice blocks from Andrew Beck. Gets the first down, moving the chains again. That makes it 3rd and 10 for our offense. And somebody getting open here. 3rd down. That was, oh my God, I don't know what I was doing there. Incomplete. It's going to be a punt. Gibson's open, but Fields is not making that throw, dude. I don't know. Maybe I try to bullet it in there. I don't know. I just don't trust Fields making that throw. 2nd and 10. Rattlers evading the pocket. Fires over the middle. Brandon Cooks cannot hold on to it. Hit made by Andre Cisco. Makes it 3rd down and 10 for the Saints. Can the defense get another stop here? 3rd and 10. Rattler underneath to Chris Olave, who is wide open for the first down. 10 handoff. Kamara breaks the tackle. Alvin Kamara, big gain of 20. Saints now at midfield. 3rd and 2 for the Saints. Can they convert? 3rd and short. RPO wide open is Taysom Hill. Nobody is on Taysom Hill. Tony Adams can't make a tackle. And up Kamara left side. Oh my gosh. Good thing Sauce Gardner made that play. That would have been a touchdown. Now 3rd and 8 for the Saints. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop. 3rd and 8. Rattler rolling right. Rattler is eventually brought down by Quinnen Williams. 3rd sack of the day for the defense. We're going to use a timeout there. 4th and 16 is a Saints field goal from Blake Groupie. Is right down the middle. Saints gets the lead back. Makes it 10-7. All right, Brees Hall on the day so far. 7 carries, 53 yards, averaging 7.5 yards per carry. 1st down and 10. Short. Garrett Wilson. Markham inches short. 2nd inches. Swing pass. Brees Hall. Out of bounds. Stops the clock at least. First and 10. Fields is going to scramble. Fields is going to step up. Gets into Saints territory. We're going to go hurry up. Play action for Fields. Steps up at the pocket. Fields is going to scramble again. Justin Fields. Get out of bounds. Gains 4, but stops the clock. Like some cover 3. We're going to get it to Mason Taylor. And we're going to tie this game up. Hopefully. I don't know. I've missed some kicks. Mevis' kick is up, and it is good. And we have tied it. 2 seconds left. Hopefully the Saints do not get a kick return touchdown, because if they do, man, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed. That'll be my fault. And that concludes the first half. We at least tied it up going into halftime, 10-10. Yeah, man, with those 2 picks, we should be winning by a lot more, but we'll go to the halftime report, see what's going on around the league. Checking out the 9-5 Packers against the 9-5 Bears, one of the biggest rivalries in all of football. As you see, Fields gets it to Jaden Reed for the touchdown. Packers win this one 28-22. Love throws 3 touchdowns in a road victory for the Packers. The 9-5 Eagles versus the 7-7 Washington Commanders. NFC East matchup. Oh my gosh, what a move. Is that Krosky Merritt? Or Bill? What do they call him? Bill? Something? I don't know. Commanders win that big matchup. Looking at the playoff picture, yeah, we're not making the playoffs, but you got 3 teams 8-6 on the outside looking in. The Chiefs have actually overtaken the Raiders in the division, but we're not really worried about the playoffs because we're not going to make them. We're worried about winning this game and this game only and try to get some momentum going into the offseason. But yeah, Fields 2 picks. Not amazing. Kamara's got almost 100 yards a game. So we got to clean up those mistakes on offense. All right, 1st and 10. We're going to start the second with a run to Brees Hall up the middle. Jukes out of the Saints defender. Gets the 1st down. Fields rolling right. Fields sets his feet. Fires to Garrett Wilson. Not a good enough throw. Incomplete. All right, 3rd down and 7. Can we convert? On 3rd down, we're going to hit Garrett Wilson over the middle. Fields is hit, but delivers the throw to Garrett Wilson. He also gets lit up on the play, but he holds on to the ball. That's going to move the chains. Fields took a shot, but delivers the ball just in time. 1st and 10, give Brees Hall. Jukes out Demario Davis. Jesus Christ. They're trying to kill our players. Brees Hall, 10th carry, puts him at 76 yards. 2nd and 3, RPO to Alan Lazard will get the 1st down, just enough on that play. Play action, Fields is gonna get sacked. Nobody was open. Second and 13. Fields is hit as he throws, but completes it to Lazard. Third down and 6. Fields is still somehow good. Anybody else like really banged up? No, just a lot of guys with injuries. Third and 6. Fields open. Arian Smith in the end zone. Touchdown. His first in his career for Arian Smith. We're going to retake that lead. Arian Smith didn't really get much playing time beginning of the year. We're giving him some towards the end of the season. As he was open. That was coverage by their top DB, Kool-Aid McKinstry, but Arian Smith, he's got speed. That's what he's got. He's got speed. Hands aren't where you want him to be, but he's got speed. That's all that matters in Madden. And Mevis' extra point splits the uprights, and we take back the lead on our opening drive. Was that our opening drive? I don't even remember. All right, can the Saints respond with a touchdown of their own on first down? Rattler rolls right underneath to Alvin Kamara. That's his 5th catch. We need to take advantage of Rattler here. And up the middle, Alvin Kamara breaks the tackle. Come on, bring him down. Jesus Christ. The run defense has been oddly terrible. I mean, usually it's decent, but it's, like I said, we need another D tackle that can stop the run next to Quinnen Williams. Derek Gennady is not it. Handoff, Kamara left side. Holding the 2 yards there. Easy tackles we have outside of Quinnen Williams. Short Kamara, that's a 6th catch. Breaks the tackle. Can we fucking tackle this guy, please? Beginning of the game, you watched me. Second and 6. Rattler to Shaheed, dropped. Intended for Rashid Shaheed. Nice hit by Gardner, makes it incomplete. 3rd and 9 for the Saints. Can Brian Bursey step up again and get a sack? Launches it. Rashid Shaheed. It's going to be roughing the passer because we fucking touched his finger after he threw the ball. Yeah, that's the only penalty they call, is roughing the passer. And 90% of the time, it's not even roughing the passer. You'll like slightly bump shoulder pads. And the Saints are going to tie it up. What the fuck? Ezra Thomas, can he do it? No, he's slow as shit. Huge return, though, on another kick return. If that was Xavier Gibson, that would have been a touchdown. I don't get why he's returning the ball half the time. Because if that's Xavier Gibson, that's a touchdown. But since it's the fucking 86-speed corner, we'll get to the third night, but that's still a massive return. On the kick return. Looking into... Why is Sauce Gardner out on fucking receiver? Oh my god. Well, I might just audible to a run here. 3rd and 2, we're gonna audible to a run. Handoff, Breece Hall up the middle, breaks the tackle, Breece Hall! Great blocking downfield, Breece Hall in the end zone, touchdowns, Jets! I almost said Saints there. That's great blocking from Arian Smith down the field on the safety. Look at that block. Breaks the tackle, good blocking from John Simpson. Or is that who's 76? I don't know. But that was good blocking downfield. Breece Hall breaks one for the end zone. I love when my receivers block downfield. That's got to be the best thing. You love to see it. And we're taking the lead right back. It's starting to turn into a shootout. Alvin Kamara today, he's got 10 carries, 84 yards. Run defense, we got to step it up here if we want to keep this lead. 1st and 10. Quick pass to Taysom Hill for 8 yards. And off to Kamara. Good blocking from the Saints. Kamara bounces outside, runs over Sauce Gardner. Tackle at the 43. All right, that was the final play of the first half. We're up 7-0. Defense is trying to hold on, but we got it. Let's get a turnover. Come on, we're going against Spencer Rattler here. Let's get a pick. Let's get a fumble. We need a turnover. I swear we've gotten like 5 turnovers all year. We need a turnover. We need a turnover.
Here we go.
First and 10, play action. Underneath, Taysom Hill. 4 yards, big hit. Takeaways, yeah, ranked 30th in takeaways. Yeah, we do not get the ball turned over a lot to us. And also, please stop changing my quarterback matchups. 3rd and inches, it's QB sneak. You got it. 2nd and 6, Rattler outside, Kamara, another catch. There's a flag. Let's guess. Probably roughing the fucking passer. Yep. Dude, why are they calling roughing the passer like every play? Going against the Saints. 2nd and 4, wide open is Brandon Cooks. These flat routes are just getting open every single time. They could just run flat route every time, and they'll score every drive. For some reason, our guys just don't want to go on the flats. 1st and goal from the 4. Read option. Rattler keeps it and is tackled by Andre Cisco. Big tackle. Saves the touchdown. That's why I want to give him a contract extension, because he can actually tackle. Like Tony Adams there. Can't tackle a fucking baby with no arms and legs. 2nd goal from the 5. Handoff. Kamara runs over his linebacker, but he makes the tackle there. 3rd and goal from the 2. Can the defense get a stop? They have an extra lineman out there. It's QB power. Quinton Williams all over that. Loss of 1. And the Saints are going to go for it. 4th and goal on the 3-yard line. This would be a huge stop by our defense. 4th and goal. Rattler is hit as he throws, incomplete. Quincy Williams on the linebacker blitz forces the incompletion and will take over. No points for the Saints, but we are deep in Saint territory. We can't celebrate yet. We got to get out of Saint territory. Let's not. I don't like running a stretch play from the 3-yard. That's just begging for a TF or for a safety here. All right, we're starting from the 3. We're gonna motion Lazard. Hand off Breece Hall. They're all over that. Gain of nothing. Yeah, why is he in the game? Why is he in the? What the fuck? 11 short. Mason Taylor, and then we're gonna have to punt the ball away. Why would the game ever think, yeah, instead of subbing out, I don't know, maybe a tight end at receiver, a running back, let's put in the fucking corner. Oh my god, the Saints are going to get really good field position. See why I didn't? Oh my god. Just like that. That stop on the goal line is going to mean nothing, because the Saints are going to score here on like 2 plays. 1st and 10. Rattler. Looking. Rattler. Yeah, see what I mean? It doesn't matter what you do. The game will just give him the fucking plays. 1st and goal, handoff, Kamara up the middle. I literally fucking predicted it. Call me fucking Houdini. In 2 plays they'll score, and guess what? In 2 plays they do score. Oh my god. Fuck this game, dude. It's like it's fucking scripted or something. Breece Hall's got over 100 yards on 14 carries. Alright, 1st and 10. Stretch right side, and Breece Hall gets hurt, so that uses a timeout for us. This game, it's trying its best to give the game to the Saints. I swear to God. 2nd 11. Fields gonna step up. Fields, slide! Big run by Fields. 1st down, the Saints do still have all 3 timeouts. Injury report, we're going to keep him out. Don't want to get him hurt. 1st and 10. And the defense get a stop. Fields is rolling right. Fields. I need the block. Fields! Out of bounds at the 37. 2nd and 7, Breece Hall is in the game. Even though I said take him out of the fucking game, the game puts him back in. 2nd and 7, handoff. Breece Hall, first down. Breece Hall, that's big. That's big, first down. 2nd and 6, toss right side. Braylon Allen, jukes, Braylon Allen. Final timeout for the Saints. 3rd and 1, Braylon Allen's in the game. Just need a yard, and we're going to get more than a yard. Braylon Allen down at the 7. All right, we're going to use the timeout there. 1st and goal from the 7. Handoff. Braylon Allen breaks the tackle. Braylon Allen, just get down. And we're going to stop the clock with about 6 seconds. We use our second timeout with 4 seconds left. 21 yards field goal for Harrison Mevis is up. It is good. We take the lead. There is 1 second left on the clock. The Saints need to get a kick return touchdown here. We need to kick it a little short so it doesn't bounce in the end zone, so they don't get an extra play. This is the game right here. And that will seal it. That seals it in week 16, and we will finally end this losing streak of 3 games against the Saints. We move to 6 and 9. With 2 games remaining on the season, we needed a win. I can lose these next 2 games. We just needed to not lose, end the season on a losing streak. This game, we could have won this game by not a last second field goal if I just didn't throw those picks in the Saints territory. But it was the Breece Hall, Braylon Allen that sealed the game, and we pick up our first victory in a while. Much needed win for the Jets. Check out stats. Justin Fields, 15 of 19, 142 yards completion percentage, probably the highest of the season. I did throw 2 picks, but I threw a touchdown, so it all evens itself out. We got Breece Hall, 16 carries, 117 yards and a touchdown. Braylon Allen, 6 carries, 35 yards. Fields, 5 carries, 50 yards. Receiving Lazard, 3 catches, 16. Mason Taylor, 3 catches, 40. Garrett Wilson, 3 catches, 23. Was the rookie Arian Smith with the touchdown. 1 sack allowed from Olu Fashanu. 10 tackles for Jamian Sherwood, 7 for Kaiser White. TFLs 3 for Quinn Williams, 2 from Derek Nadi, 1 for Brissy, Jermaine Johnson, Kaiser White, Andre Sisco. Sacks for Brian Brissy, Quinn Williams, Derek Nadi. No interceptions. Pass deflections for Gardner, Stevens, and Siska. No forced fumbles. Mevis made the game-winning field goal. Austin McNamara did punt the ball. Xavier Gibson averaged 46 yards per return, 3 kick returns, 138 yards, and a touchdown, his first of the season. As we will beat the Saints 27-24 to end off the episode. Brian Brissy comes out of this game with 4 skill points. That's why. Maybe a revenge game. Did he hit a milestone? He hit a milestone, 5 sacks in a season. So I guess that gives him 4 upgrade points for Brian Brissy. He's more a pass rusher. 4. We'll go power rusher. Yeah, we'll go 2 in a power rusher. Gets +1 block shedding, hit power, play rec, power moves, +2 tackle. We'll go power rusher twice, and then we'll go run stopper twice. Up to 78 now, +2 block shedding, +1 finesse, play rec, power moves, pursuit, tackle. Another upgrade for Brian Brissy. Gets +1 block shedding, play rec, pursuit, and tackle. And Brian Brissy gets up to a 79 with those upgrades. Gets +2 block shedding, +1 tackle. So now he's got 84 power moves, 81 block shedding, 78 speed. And we get an upgrade for Justin Fields. I'd like for him to get more accurate. Let's go strong arm. Let's go strong arm for Justin Fields. Go to a 75 -2 with morale. Gets +3 awareness, +1 play action, +1 throw action short, throw on the run, +2 throw under pressure. All right, that concludes the games for today. We go 1-1, pick up another win, and we are officially 6-9. We have these next two games against our division opponents, the Patriots and then the Bills to finish off the season. We are still currently 14th seed. It's impossible for us to make the playoffs. We were pretty much eliminated. We were eliminated like a while ago, I'm sure. But we'll go into the game with a win. But we do have some stories on the right side for quarterback Parker McKinney from Texas wins the Heisman. Is this like our version of Arch Manning? And then we have Iowa's Rob Graham was named the top wide receiver in the country. An Iowa wide receiver named the top receiver in the country. That does not feel real at all. All right, look at Parker McKinney. Won the Heisman. All we know is he's got B throw under pressure. He's got a beautiful spiral. Does well to avoid sacks by throwing the ball away. Plays well within and outside of the pocket. Lightning quick release. He's not really an athlete at all. He's got an okay arm. B throw under pressure. F break sack. He doesn't look very good, but I guess he won the Heisman, so maybe that means he'll get a depth trait. I don't know. And then we have Rob Graham, who we had on our boards. 5'8", deep threat from Iowa, won the top receiver in the nation. He's got great to elite speed, agility, excel. He's got A ball carrier vision, B deep route, C spec catch, D medium. Could be somebody we focus scout. I'm in the off season, but we were at him on our board, so that looks good. But we'll go into next episode against the Patriots. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.